have a phone call, guys.
You're on a phone call. Answer the phone.
Dude, that thing's been ringing for fucking 10
It's been ringing for so long.
We like responded to text messages in between episodes. Like it's funny because we'll
take a little break.
we'll take a short break. Two Toads and Princess Peach.
Mario's a dick in this game. I just want to let that be known.
He is kind of an asshole.
He's an asshole.
So wait,
He pigged out on pizza.
He made a fucking mess of his room. Pigged out on pizza.
Got captured while pigging out on that pizza.
The ghost comes behind him. He's like, "Are you Mario?" But
What?
so what was the question you asked me last time, Ross? Oh, we're going to
Castle
4-6.
McFry.
Oh, when's the last time you
Look,
started?
we're almost done.
Or no,
When
when's the first time?
I made out with a chick? Well, I got a better story than that, and it's funny. So, I was like 14, and this girl who was a year older than me was a freshman in high school. I was like, high school girl. And she was a friend of a friend, and we were like, oh, let's hang out. She was looking to get into running, and at the time, I was a runner. So I was like, oh, I'll run with you. It's fun, you know, something to do.
He's a bitch.
Right after school. And so, you almost just straight up lost your head.
Luigi almost lost his nose.
Luigi almost lost everything.
Yeah.
He would have pulled a Charlie from the first episode of Smiling Friends season 2. Dude, I couldn't understand what you were saying because of that thing on your face, so I took it off.
So,
So,
tell the story.
the girl in high school was like, "Hi Sam, do you wanna like hang out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then I was like, "I've never touched boob." Like I don't even remember how the conversation escalated to that. I just remember the conversation escalating. And
So
then
you
she goes,
boobed her?
she was like, "I have boob," and I was like, "Okay." And she was
Where
like,
is this going?
I was like, what are you entailing here? And she goes, "You can touch my boob." I'm like,
Boob? Just
What?
boob?
"Really?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." So then we go into like a discreet area, and she like takes my hand and just puts it on her boob, and I'm like, "Oh,
I'm in heaven.
yeah." And like on the outside, I'm like, "Oh my god, this is awesome." And on the outside, on the inside, I'm like, or did I say on the inside just a second ago? On the outside, I'm like, "Oh man, this is fucking awesome." And on the inside, I'm like, "What the fuck is going on right now?" So I'm just like, "All right, bet." And then that was my first time ever touching a boob.
Alright, that wasn't the fucking question, first of all.
Oh yeah, I know.
Making
But
out with
that same girl made out with me like that
Did you
same
bang?
week. Huh?
Did you bang her?
Yes. I want to say yes. I don't feel comfortable talking about 15-year-old.
That is very true.
So
I know
I'm
the
gonna,
first
I'm gonna,
time I
I'm
made
gonna
out with
stop
someone.
talking about that. I will, however, talk about prom stories.
Can I talk about the first time I made out with someone?
I would like to hear this, actually. Yes.
It was a 31-year-old on Tinder.
Dude.
No, so how old were you, Russ?
20-something?
20-something.
20.
Okay.
I think I was like 20.
Go on.
We, she was good looking. She wasn't, like, ugly.
Okay.
But she wasn't like a fucking model.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, if we're going by strictly
Yeah.
appearance, you'd say, like, out of 10, she would be, like, what, a 7, 7 and
Like
a half?
7, 8.
7, 8? Okay, cool. We'll eyeball it and say 7.5.
We went to get food. It was
Okay.
on Thursday. Because I remember I went to wing night right after it.
No way you went to wing night right after.
Yeah.
What, was I at that wing night?
You might have.
Oh, that would have been funny. But go on.
So, like, we were just in my car talking. And AC/DC, You Shook Me All Night Long came on.
Oh, yeah?
And she was getting all up and personal. And I was like, let's just do something. I'm tired of just talking. And then we started making out.
Wait,
in the front
so
seat of the car.
in the front, what, you were driving? Or?
Oh, no, we were in a parking lot.
She's 31. Does she not have, like, a...
No, we met somewhere.
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
Yeah,
does
we
she not
met.
have, like, a house or an apartment or something?
I don't know,
She's
man.
31.
He's twitching.
I think at the time she was still with her mom.
Rats.
Oh, that sucks. I feel bad for her. That's no
Yeah,
fun.
we were macking.
How long did that situationship last?
Like, that night or like the
Just
entire...
in general. Like, how long did that last?
About a
Because I don't
month.
remember this.
About a month or two.
A month. Oh, okay. That explains why I don't remember it.
I mean, there was the other 29-year-old, but I already told you guys about
That's a
that.
funny story. Yeah.
No, she was super cool. I liked her.
Yeah, she seemed cool. What
I
what
didn't
stopped
know
you
about
guys
this from
from?
Ross.
Huh?
I did not know about this one.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. What stopped you guys from being a little couple, being a little 10-year difference couple?
Oh, yeah, it was a 10-year difference.
Yeah, he would have been. I'm assuming you were 21.
Oh, I was
That's-
20.
You were 20. Oh, okay, so it's an 11-year difference. What's stopping you?
Well, first thing, the age. I don't know how my parents would feel about that.
Dude, I don't.
And then distance. She lived in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
She lives in.
What the
yeah.
hell is that thing?
Yeah, I'm really.
Oh,
Just
I
gonna,
thought there was gonna be actual dialogue.
No, you think they're
I ain't gonna say where I'm at, but she lived in Pittsburgh.
She lives quite a ways away. That's
the only thing I could say.
that
Luigi?
that can go. Did I tell the story about the Pittsburgh girl?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I did that on mic about
Yeah.
like me sending a video to you guys. Okay, cool.
So what were you gonna ask?
I forgot. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah. I was gonna say I could tell you guys prom stories unless you guys have prom stories.
I've never went to homecoming or prom.
You didn't go to homecoming or prom?
No,
Oh my god.
because I don't know nothing about it.
It was fun. It was
I
a lot
don't
of
even
fun.
know what it's like.
It's literally just
It's a
like
dance.
It's a hype dance. It's like imagine a nightclub but like high schoolers. That's pretty
It's a
much
dance
it.
that you have a chance to get grinded on.
Yeah, and it worked. Actually, it didn't. My girlfriend's dress at the time was like super poofy, and I was just like, you know what? We'll be formal. We'll sit
Yeah.
down and drink our nice
Or
punch and
that
enjoy.
might have been spiked.
It was not spiked.
shocking.
It was not because there was a chaperone there the entire time, and you know damn well I would have brought a
So
flask
you
out. and
you weren't grinded on?
I was not. No. Here's a funny.
So how would you sneak in alcohol?
Flask in
Yeah.
my
They
shirt
didn't
and my
like
jacket.
check you.
They did a breathalyzer.
They did a breathalyzer and that was it. But on the way out, they didn't. So I didn't bring a flask in, but I'm just saying I could have. But I was a good boy. I was a good boy at the time, believe it or not.
So was I.
I was a very good boy, and I still kind of am. I just do like edibles now, which I don't think anybody cares. But so my ex-girlfriend, who was my girlfriend at the time, which she was a sweetheart. She had a lot of things going on, so I don't really blame her too much for a lot of the stuff that happened. She
Yeah.
was like, "Hey, we were going to prom and we had a fun time." And she was, we went to different schools, and so she was like, "Hey, let's go to my prom, and then we'll go to your prom next week." I'm like, "Okay, cool."
I remember this.
Yeah, we go to her prom, and she was super chill. We had a great time, and then I was like, "All right, what after parties we going to? I'm ready to get fucking trashed." And she was
Yeah.
like, "All right, bet, I got you." We go to the house. The garage was about the size of like, I don't know. It's a pretty big garage. Like it's a 2-car garage. Cars were not in it. However, what was in it was 5 tables.
Okay.
On those tables were extension cords and PCs.
Hell yeah, they
She
have a
brought me
LAN
to
party?
a LAN party.
That's
Yeah.
fucking
Dude, it was
awesome.
so fucking cool, dude.
How happy
Listen,
were you? How giddy were you?
I expected it to be like we opened the door and there's like, with Sam and Cammy are here.
And,
And-
there's gonna be like beer pong.
There was like beer pong and a bunch of
No, it's a fucking
stereotypical
LAN
red
party.
solo cups. No, it was a bunch of idiots playing Counter-Strike, fighting games, and like Smash Bros.
Were they drinking their Mountain Dew?
We were drinking water and a little.
No.
Some of us had some Mike's Hards, but it wasn't like we're gonna get trashed. It was like
Dude, she brought you to a fucking LAN party.
she brought me to a LAN party. I was like, no fucking way. And I was mad because I told her, I was like, dude, I live 30 minutes away from this place. I totally could have brought my PC if you told me. And she was like, well, I didn't know you had that many games. She game shared with me. At the time I had like 170 games, and like 50 of them were multiplayer. And the dude was like, it's funny because at the time they were like, oh wait, we want to play Overcooked. Does anybody have Overcooked? I'm like, I fucking did.
I do.
I did.
I did, but it's not fucking here.
My bitch girlfriend didn't let me.
Yeah, dude, it was. She was really fucking cool. I'm really happy about that party. That was a really fucking fun time. But then my prom, it was a fucking disaster.
Why?
I don't know what happened. I still have no idea what fucking happened. She was like, I'm not having, like immediately, she was like, I'm not having a good time. I'm like, okay. She came from a richer area, and you know we really didn't.
So where was her prom at?
It was
In the building.
It was at a. It was at a. It wasn't the same place as us. It was a different location, but it was like a. It was like a banquet hall.
And yeah, ours were in our fucking cafeteria.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
The homecoming was. Prom wasn't.
Where was the prom?
Prom was at
It's
a
like
cathedral or a
yeah,
banquet
church.
hall. It was
Oh,
a banquet
okay.
hall. Real quick, it was a. How do I fucking? Oh, okay,
What are you doing?
okay. Nothing. I was gonna just do like a real in real time like type thing, but
Why?
like to tell you where it was, but it was a banquet hall, and we were waiting in, and she's like, I don't want to wait this long. I'm like, oh my
For
god,
what?
to get into the prom. I'm like, Jesus, what's the matter? And she's like, my heels hurt. I'm like, did you not bring flats like last time? And she was like, no. All right.
Womp womp.
So, well, I mean, yeah, absolutely, womp womp. So I was like, all right, cool. And I met up with our buddy Jake. I met up with our other buddy Zach, and a bunch of other of our friends. Like, it was basically our group of friends from high school, but like minus you two, pretty much. And I was like, fuck yeah, we're having a good time. And she goes, Sam, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be with them. Let me know when you get out.
Done, yeah.
Cause she was like, I'm gonna go sit down after I go back from the bathroom. I'm like, okay, cool. Come get me and we'll go sit down. And I was like, all right, cool. She didn't get me.
Where'd she go?
She just went to sit down. And I was like, what the fuck? And then she comes and says, we're leaving. I'm like,
Oh, fuck, we
the
leave.
fuck?
You're
The
leaving,
fuck
I'm
I am.
staying.
I wanted to stay because I wanted to hang out with my boys, but I was a ride. So I was like, okay, let's go home. So we drive home. My door wasn't working. So I'm like, fucking boom. I hit the door, like fix it, and it worked. And apparently that freaked her out and put her in a panic attack. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
She's probably on a horrible day.
She must have. I feel bad because like she was having a really rough.
So like,
day.
what happened?
I don't know.
Why was she acting like that?
I don't know. But I still don't know to this day. But I like freaked out. I was like very sad, and I was like, man. And then I spent the rest of the night just kind of like sitting in a church watching like scrolling through Instagram and like TikTok. I was sitting in a church parking lot.
With her?
Nope. I
himself.
dropped her off, and she like did not say a single word to me, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong?
Did you break up with her or no?
Shortly after that, yes, but not immediately. I wanted to like try it out and see like what's going on, and then she actually left me, because I genuinely don't know why. I mean, I know why, but like we just had our own issues. But
Yeah.
but like the whole thing was just so fucking odd because the first time, because I'm gonna be honest, senior year I was gonna run for prom king, but COVID.
Yeah.
But you know what's another fun prom story? My sister won prom queen.
Let's go.
Yeah,
her.
and she's an awesome girl. She deserves it. She's a really sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. She very much deserved that. But yeah, there's my little like prom pseudo horror story, I guess.
Yeah, I've never been there either. I was.
Homecoming
never
is
went.
not fun. Homecoming was boring.
Yeah, it was quite boring.
So which one was the grind fest?
Both, depending on where you were standing.
So what was like more formal? Prom?
prom? Easily. Prom was like big formal.
But homecoming is more just like party.
Homecoming was more like well, both are formals, but one was more like okay, we are going to be graduating. Let's enjoy this formal. The other one is like,
Let's
okay,
fuck around.
Let's fuck around. Yeah, exactly. And I know at homecoming the spiking punches actually did happen like twice. I went to all the dances. I went to the Sadie Hawkins dance. I went to
What's Sadie Hawkins?
prom. Sadie Hawkins is when the girl asks you out.
Oh yeah, I didn't get asked for shit.
Oh my god. Do you remember when they used to hand out like, I don't know if they still do this in schools, but do you remember when they used to hand out like carnations?
Yeah.
And like they would you donate for the cause, for whatever cause, and they'd get a carnation and you'd be able to write it to somebody else. I remember a friend of mine, her name's Megan. I'm gonna name drop it because like that's a common name. Megan gave me a rose, and I was like, oh my god, do I have a crush? Because I was single, and I was like, oh whatever. Like, do I have a crush? So I look at the rose and I'm like, oh, this is really sweet. It was a Valentine's Day event, and it goes, I couldn't think of another guy. This is a friend rose.
Damn.
I was like,
Oh, man.
that's suicide right there.
I was like, man, I am ready to fucking gouge my eyes out.
I'm just
right
gonna
now.
go home.
I almost did. I was so upset. But I mean, at the same time, I was like, it's thoughtful that she thought of me first. But, you know, sorry, I'm like really going on tangents here.
Remember Actually, no, I do remember the Sadie Hawkins thing.
Yeah.
Because everyone was talking about it in class freshman year.
Yeah, and they were like, who's
One of the
gonna do
classmates
this?
came up to me. And
Yeah.
I was like, so you going to the dance coming up? I was like, I didn't even know there was a fucking dance. And she was like, oh, are you going to go with anyone? I'm like, I don't know.
Maybe.
I think she was like hinting at it like she wanted to go with me, but I just couldn't like figure
Dude.
it out.
Making.
I was like, if you wanted to go with me, just fucking ask. Don't hint
I was
at
gonna
it.
say, making high school students, especially early high school, like late game high school, like junior year, late sophomore year, it's awkward before that.
Yeah.
It's super awkward because like adolescence hasn't really finished yet, so it's really fucking awkward. Sadie Hawkins dances should be more for like junior, senior
So like,
year.
what is the Sadie Hawkins dance?
It's just like a formal that girls ask you out to.
so
That's
it's like
it.
prom, but
It's prom, but instead of being asked by a guy, a girl asks. Yeah.
so it's at like a professional hall.
Oh no,
Or
it
it's
was
in the
it was in the
cafeteria?
cafeteria of school.
Is
yeah.
it more grinding?
Yes and no. It was a lot more formal. It was fun. I enjoyed it. But we can talk more about those endeavors
Dude, we're already fucking done.
in the next episode.
Peace.
Pieces.
I love
Peace.
you.